All right, it's day 74. So day 73 was a 0 day. We took the day off to recuperate a little bit and also so I could get some work done, which I did. I worked from 8 o'clock in the morning till almost 10 o'clock at night. Not straight. I mean, I ate, took showers, that kind of stuff. But yeah, so it's day 74. We got off to a pretty early start. Maybe not as early as we wanted, but 7 o'clock. It rained and stormed a little bit yesterday and last night, so everything is wet. I made it about 40 feet before I slipped and fell on my butt. So I've got to kind of watch out. And as I told Buzz, the only thing you have to worry about is the rocks, the wood, the leaves, and the dirt. Everything else is fine to step on. All right, we're coming upon a known place on the trail. All right, this is the Telephone of the Wind. Is kind of a known spot on the AT. So it's, yeah, this is kind of hard. But for those who maybe join later, you may not know, I'm carrying my mother's ashes with me in her honor and memory. I've carried them every foot of the way so far and will carry them to the end. Yeah, so this is a phone you can use to talk to people who are gone. So in more cheerful news, my wife is going to be flying out to New York and meeting us. So she's going to hike with us for a few days. And yeah, that'll be cool. I haven't seen her since, gosh, how long has it been? At least a couple months, I think. Yeah, sometime in May. But cool. That'll be awesome. So a quick product review on the on this one item, which is my hat. So one, I know it looks dorky. I'd like to say I'm okay with that, but I must admit I'm sort of self-conscious about how it looks. But it functions, and the interesting thing for me that I've come to learn on this trail was I bought the hat because of sun. I'm pretty sensitive to sun after many years of hanging out at the beach, and so I try to keep the sun off my skin, and the flaps really do a good job of covering up my ears and the sides and my neck. So yeah, it works really well for that. But I really don't need it as much on the Appalachian Trail so far. Just a few times that you're out in the open, exposed, you put the hat on to keep the sun off your skin. What I'm using it for more, to my surprise, is bugs. So I've sprayed the bill of the cap and the flaps with repellent. I don't know if that helps or not, but I know that with the flaps on, I don't have all those gnats and mosquitoes flying into my ears or around my ears. And even with the bill, it tends to cut down the number of bugs flying into my face or bugging my eyes. So yeah, it's pretty happy about that. These flaps are removable. They snap off. You can wear it just like a regular ball cap. It's adjustable on the back to cinch around your head, and you can cinch up or down the flaps. I got them fully cinched up now because this is one of the worst places for bugs I've been to so far. They were just really nagging me until I put this on. So it's kind of like a interim bug defense before you go full head bug net. And yeah, I didn't expect that, and that's working really well. So I really like it. And it dries quickly, packs away easily. It's cool. So that's my review of the outdoor research hat. All right, we've gone to DEFCON level 4. I put the bug net on. These bugs are just, this is the worst I've seen on the entire AT so far. And there's like black flies and gnats and mosquitoes, and they're just dive bombing me. All right, we're going to level DEFCON 5. Just got bit on my hands by a black fly, so yeah, putting the gloves on. Now I wish I had brought my legs for my pants instead of just wearing the shorts. So a small little thing like this is usually not a big deal, but when it's wet, these roots get really slippery, and you can see the green lichen and moss on the rocks. That gets very slippery, so you have to kind of think, well, where am I going to step to get down? So it's a beaver pond. You can see they built a dam. We've gone about a little over 6 miles, about 7.1 to go to the Appalachian Market. Drizzled on and off, but hardly any raindrops actually hit me. You hear it hitting the trees above me. Temps are still pretty good. I think they're below 80. So about business meetings, you know, it's I tend to ease into my day when I'm at home. I have a couple cups of coffee, some sourdough toast. I don't have a business meeting first thing in the morning. Now, for those who do, hey, more power to you. I wish I could. But you have to force it, and sometimes it just ain't going to happen. So in the last few days, the last week, we've been working really hard to get out of the hotel and on the trail as quick as possible. So, you know, put on our socks, shoes, and clothes and grab our backpacks, and we're out the door, drinking a cup of coffee on the way. So what does that mean for business meetings? Well, probably not going to happen. So the downside of that is it happens on the trail. So, okay, big deal. You dig a cat hole and all that. Well, the last cat hole I dug a few days ago, I used the last of my toilet paper. I had made a note to actually get more, and then forgot. So, yeah, we had that issue today, and like, well, what the hell am I going to do? I thought, well, I'll just wait. Well, it became apparent that waiting was not going to be an option. So I looked on far out, like, what are my options? It just so happens there's a tent campsite that was, I had walked past it a while ago, and in the description on far out it says it includes porta potties. I went, oh, wait a minute. See, a privy probably doesn't have toilet paper, so it doesn't really help me, but a porta potty often does. So I backtracked a little bit of distance, which kind of sucks, but you know, found the porta potties. Yep, perfect. I was very happy. So anyways, that's more than you need to know. All right. So, who are you and where are you from?
I'm Groundhog from Phoenix, Arizona.
Cool. And?
I'm Hummingbird Jen from Phoenix, Arizona.
Hyphenated Hummingbird Jen.
Hyphenated.
And?
I'm Airhead from Tallahassee, Florida.
And you guys are all hiking to where?
To Maine.
Hey, Katahdin.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys.
Sure.
Okay, that did not end well. Shit. All right, I just took the worst tumble of this trail so far, and it was bad. We're doing this rock scramble, and I just stepped on one of those big boulders and just went flying, and unfortunately flew about 5 feet down onto the other boulders, where I landed on my back, my butt, and my arm. So a little bit of damage. I think 100% okay. I'm just sore and painful and bleeding, which sucks, but that's part of it, and we'll just soldier on. I don't know how, I thought I was being pretty careful on the rocks, but apparently just misjudged. All right, still day 74. Let me try to wrap this up. It's been an emotional day and a difficult day. I tell you that, we started out just very beginning and slipping on a rock and falling all the way down, landing on my butt. That was fine, but the rocks being wet are very slippery. So, yeah, that was kind of a foreshadowing of future events, I think. So then there was the telephone thing where you can call people who have passed on, and that was surprisingly difficult. And just, it's not like you can really call them, so it just, for me, brings home the fact that you can't, right? So, yeah. So, anyways, moving past that, and then there was the issue of the business meeting, which sucked because I had to walk back and retrace my steps and spend extra time doing that. Though it all worked out in the end, but it was kind of hard to do. I know I keep dropping my phone and I'm tired, man. So then the day's been the buggiest day we've had. It's just, I wore the bug net on my head most of the day. Then after, it's also been very hot and humid. Humidity's got to be close to 100. And it's just kind of miserable. So, so what's the positives? Well, the positives were we did meet a couple of trail angels that we got sodas from, and that was cool. And yeah, just want to make sure I'm going the right way. And we ran into other thru hikers. Again, when you do a southbound flip like we're doing, you run into a lot of northbound hikers, and that was cool. I chatted with a number of them. It was good to meet them. But then the day ended, as you saw, with that fall. And even that's got good and bad points. So the good thing is, I didn't get hurt that bad. And I could have. Even as I was falling, I knew it. I'm like, oh dear God, this is not good. Because, the rocks were on a slope, on a hillside. So I fell off one. It means I fell down the hill towards the other ones. And landed on the boulders and got kind of wedged in between a couple of boulders, and a lot of bad things could have happened. So the fact that I'm a little sore, I'm bruised, I'll probably be feeling more pain later, and a little scraped up, lost a little blood, but really, I'm walking, right? And I laid there for at least 3 or 4 minutes. Trying to kind of assess my damages. Can I get up? Yep. Anything broken? Nope. And yeah. So again, I'm counting my blessings. But I am looking forward to this day to end. I'm looking forward to getting back to the hotel and washing the blood off, getting a hot shower, maybe a cold shower, and a beverage. And that kind of wraps up the day. I'm still about a mile out from the end. Buzz has been sitting there for an hour. I just got delayed because of all the things that happened today. And it's not been good. So, just another day on the trail, on the AT. And, some days, what is it saying? Some days you're the windshield, some days you're the bug. Something like that. Or that old ancient curse, may you live in interesting times. Well, it certainly was an interesting day. And let's hope the rest of it, this last mile, is drama free.